Hello students, welcome to the new module where we are going to make some interesting mini projects based on Arduino. In the previous module we discussed individual components, actuators, sensors and how to use them. Now we are going to merge multiple components, sensors and all and make some interesting applications. The first one in that is smart street light. So what are the objective in this? We are going to sense the ambient light around the sensor, or we can say ambient light in our home. Once the light is detected, we are going to make some decision. That means if there is darkness, we are going to say switch off the street light, and if the sunrise occurs in the morning, we will say now we can switch off the lights. So the lights will be on and off by their own by the detection of ambient light from our sensor. Looks like very easy application, right? So we need some components. We need Arduino Uno for sure. We can use a DC powered bulb or AC powered bulb. For demonstration purpose you can work with DC also, and for actual implementation you can work with AC signals, your home supply also. We need a battery, a relay, ambient light sensor and few resistors. So let us see how do we work around. Before that, I introduced two new components. The first one is ambient light sensor. So what is this? This is just like an LDR. So here we are going to sense the ambient light and we will provide the analog output as the resistor value. So it is still a variable resistor just like LDR, and it will work in series with another resistor in a voltage divider mode just exactly like LDR. The only difference is it comes in a PCB packaging and a better sensitivity than LDR. So we can use this for ambient light sensing. The second component that we talked about is relay. So relay is like a switch which is going to connect or disconnect two different circuits. Here we use the concept of electromagnetism and convert a small electrical current which is going to connect or disconnect a larger current circuit. So here I have the relay module in PCB format. I have 3 pins on the left side, 3 on the right. Let us talk about the right side pins first. Here I have ground, VCC and small signal. So this is my small circuit. Here you can see the blue colored circuit, which is my small circuit. I need to give ground, VCC, and now if the signal is high, then the switch at position 1 is closed. As soon as you close this switch, the electromagnet is created, and that magnet is going to pull the switch at pin number 3. At position 3, when the switch is pulled, the circuit, the larger one, is also completed, and we can see the appliance like a bulb or motor or anything which is connected, they can start operating. The right side, the larger circuit, is connected from the PCB left side pins, which is common, normally closed and normally open. So this is how the connections are made. So now let us see how does the complete project work. We have the ambient light sensor which is going to sense the day or night time. It is connected to the analog pin A0. It is going to give us analog input. Then we have this relay. Relay is going to connect or disconnect the second circuit. So if you see, the input of this relay is coming from pin number 13. Okay, that means that is our smaller circuit. The output of relay is connecting one bulb which is connected to a separate supply of 9 volt. So here the decision will be, if I generate the electromagnet, then the connection with 9-volt battery will be completed. That means the bulb will glow, otherwise the connection will be disconnected, so the bulb will be off. So here we have our street light. Now we are going to check this using Tinkercad and with all the minute details. So we have the circuit ready now. So here is our ambient light sensor. This sensor you can search in the library also. Then we have this relay. So when you search for relay, you will find there are two relays. One is SPDT, one is DPDT. SPDT means single pole double throw and DPDT means double pole double throw. We need only single connection, so that is enough for us. So how are the connections made? First of all, this ambient light sensor is used just like a resistor. There are two terminals, one resistor in series, and we had explained earlier how do we use this voltage divider combination, right? So there is R1, there is R2, and how do you decide the value? You can simply check with a voltmeter that what is the average value, that means in the center how much value of resistance is offered by this sensor. Coming to the relay, here I have few terminals, and how do I connect them? For that you need to look at this data sheet. Okay, so here we have two circuits, both of them will have a connection through the electromagnet. First of all, we look at our circuit 1, which is on this side. So here you can see this is ground, okay, coming, and then I have this signal. So if this signal is 0, electromagnet will not be generated. If this signal is 1, the magnet will be generated. So that is simple on the small circuit side. On the large circuit side, I have one is my battery ground, which is connected to the bulb, and then the 5 volt or 9 volt of the battery is going to the relay and coming out of the relay from this point. So that means the connection between this and this, look here very carefully. Normally the connection is here, okay, and when the magnet will be generated it will go up, that means here. You could have connected something here as well, but right now we are not connecting because we don't want to give any other voltage to our bulb. So what does it show? That when the magnet is not connected, my bulb positive is connected to this terminal, and when the magnet is created, then it will be here. Okay, so now coming to the coding part, it is simple. There are two pins, relay pins, pin number 13. Here I have connected the relay, which is my output. Sensor value is analog at input pin A0. Now I start the serial communication. That is optional. You can have something on your computer as well. Mainly it is simple if else condition. If the sensor value is more than certain threshold, now for actual implementation you have to work on that. That is the reason I kept a serial communication here. You should read the serial communication value of your sensor at different lighting conditions, and then you decide this value. Okay, after that you can remove those lines. So if it is greater than certain threshold, then I say relay is high, that means I want the light to be on, otherwise the light is off. Simple circuit, simple code. Now let us see how does it work. We are going to start the simulation, and you can see the light is on because the ambient light is on the darkness side. Okay, it is on the darkness side. And as I told you, look here. Now because the relay is triggered, it is connected upside. It is connected here. Okay. Now when I increase the light, so it goes down. The bulb is off and it goes down. So this is quite an easy project but very impactful. The automated system is saving a lot of energy because you don't have to manually switch on and off your street light buttons, and just by detecting the darkness or the sunrise the system is able to switch on or off the street light. This can also be applied to any other appliance which can work on detection of certain environmental parameter. So once we have seen the simulation of our smart street light system, let us look at each component in detail. How do they look like and how do we make an actual circuit in hardware demo in the next video.